Hey guys, welcome to Twactf American Culture Task Force episode 4. Today we're going to talk a little bit about me. You don't know me too well, and that became pretty clear with my last video. A lot of doubt from what I was saying, a lot of doubt about where I stand. Some people calling me a MAGA spy, some people saying that, there's no way I can believe all this stuff that I really do believe and have my whole life. So, a little about me. My name's Alex Dies, D-I-E-S. Yes, it looks like dies. I've been getting the death threats my whole life because since I was 16, I've been fighting against toxic white culture on social media. Since the day of Facebook's inception. Yes, I'm that old. I have been fighting rednecks and bigots and racists vehemently on social media. And if you go to my Facebook and trace it all the way back to 2016, you can see this. So I just don't want there to be a lot of doubt in who I actually am, what I actually do. Like I said, I've faced a lot of threats, intimidation my whole life because of this. I was in a fairly popular band in Indianapolis for a long time, and there were a few times where we'd be playing shows, and I would be advertising it on Facebook, and I would have people saying that they're going to be there waiting for me, ready to kill me, several times. So I actually coordinated with local police to make sure that these people never showed. And in my experience, the threats are always just, there's nothing to it. They won't actually do this crazy stuff they're threatening to, and they're only threatening you because that's all they can do. Remember that. So they can't debate, they can't rationalize their beliefs in a way that everybody else in the rational world would agree with. So all they can do is threaten and intimidate, and they proved that with the comments on my last video. And I even made a little TikTok highlighting those comments. You can go and check that out and just see just how truly despicable and just utterly terrible these people actually are. And the ultimate irony of it all was my video was about bullying, and then all of a sudden all the same triggered white bullies that I was talking about come out of the woodwork to do what they do best: bully me, right? So just ironic as hell, right? Like, oh yeah, let's prove that we're not a bunch of bullies by just coming in and doing exactly what you just said we would do. That really proves your point pretty well, guys. But that just goes to show that when you call out the sociopath tactics, when you call out just the oh-so-basic and predictable ways that, these white bullies and sociopaths and narcissists function, they get into defensive mode. They get hyper-defensive, and you can tell because they're like, oh shit, I've been found out. Like, they know exactly how to navigate around my only way of interacting with others that they've chosen to have. So when that happens, they become very threatened, and the proof is all there. In my last TikTok, I left all those comments up. You guys can see. Just sit back, grab some popcorn, because Jesus Christ, we even had guys admitting blatantly they're white supremacists on there with pride, and it's just, it's sickening, but it's the reality of where we're at. But I don't want a lot of people to think that I'm going to be like another Mercedes. I don't want to be like a big platform streamer. I don't want to monetize, And I feel like all the other white people that are speaking out really should just try to have a ground of neutrality, Don't be in this for fame. Don't be in this for money. We have gone too long without speaking up, and now humanity is paying the price. So don't do this as an avenue for attention. Don't do this as an avenue and for anything other than it's our duty now. We owe this to the world and society, and we don't need anything else from that. So I have a lot of people coming out and saying, thank you so much thank you for speaking out. No, don't thank me. It's my duty to do this. And I truly believe that. And I have since I could think rationally. And since I started to put the pieces together in my mind, that toxic white culture is destructive not only for the country, but now apparently for the world. You know, we've ruined our world standing, we've hurt the world market, you know. So I didn't think it would affect the world as much as it has recently, but with that, that just only fueled me even more to do this. So to my other white people speaking out against toxic white culture, just be humble, and you know, don't try to take gifts. Don't you know, accept praise. You know, because this is not something that's fun. This shouldn't be fun for you. You know, unfortunately, it's this is what we have to do. So let's not make it anything other than that. Let's keep it about facts. Let's keep it about teaching. Let's keep it about healing. And let's try to shift the white culture into something that can actually be productive for humanity for once, right? In the history of the world. Because let's say, historically, it's pretty damn destructive. And it's long overdue that we shift the culture from that spirit of hate and negativity and all these just negative connotations that everybody in the world has about white Americans. Let's start to shift away from that. You know, we don't have to be so buried in our hate and hateful traditions. You know, we can move to be something better that people can view as, you know, people who can be accepting, people who can be, you know, loving and empathetic. And we got a lot of work to do, because right now, from the comments that I've seen, a lot of people don't believe us, which sucks. So thanks, Mercedes, for ruining that for us. If you know, you know. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in here. I just wanted to clear the air a bit, and you know, next time we'll talk a little bit more about, you know, a deeper dive subject. But I just wanted you guys to know where I come from, who I am, and why I'm doing this. So thanks again. Take care. Be safe out there, guys, and have a great day here. Thanks.